Pisces. Welcome or welcome back. You already know who I am and why we're here, so let's go ahead and dig in, okay? So, I wanted to use Spirit Animal for you to get your collective reading, or your oracle message for the month of February. If this is your first time here, hi, hello, welcome. Everything you need to know, or all resources and description, or all links are in the description box below. Remember, as a light keeper, you have a discount to private readings with me, okay? And that should be in the description, in the member perks. So if you need to access that. This is the deck we're going to use. Spirit Animal by Queen, yes, Queen Colette Baron Reed. I'm just trying to think if there's anything I want to say before we get started. Just remember, as always, it's a collective reading, Pisces. Receive what resonates, release what doesn't. You know what your truth is, and you're a pretty intuitive sign. So if it doesn't feel right to you, just take the information in. We've got 28 days. I don't think this is a leap year, right? We've got 28 days to work through this energy. It's 28. So just see how energy plays out. If it doesn't feel like it connects to you right now, just see how this month plays out for you before you rebuke it. But we don't even know what's coming up for you. You might have a wildly positive month. I don't know. Okay, let's take a couple deep breaths. Excellent. Let's go ahead and take another. What do you have for Pisces for the month of February, please, Spirit? What do you have as the overall theme of the month message for Pisces, please? Okay. Yeah. Wolf Spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. Okay. We've got Wolf Spirit here, 67. Wolf Spirit leads you deep into the enchanted forest that holds the secrets to your life. Can you sense her beckoning you to follow, asking you to take all you have learned and all you are learning and make it yours? Can you integrate it all into your body, mind, and spirit? Whatever lessons you learned along the way, do not leave them unexamined. Be loyal to your dreams, to your soul, and to turning knowledge into wisdom and experience into magic. You are the one you have been waiting for. Be still and know that the sound of your heart beats in harmony with the whole world. The appearance of Wolf Spirit is an auspicious omen that says you are truly in alignment with your destiny. How lovely. Yes, I'm going to show you the card again just in case you want to see it. How lovely. Turn knowledge into wisdom. I really like this card because this is like where you get to the point in your life or in your journey, and you encounter this moment multiple times in your life, right? Where everything that's been happening, now you can actually apply and even pass down. Sometimes if you're wondering if you're like been through going through so much, and I think a lot of people feel this when they're in their imposter syndrome, they feel like, oh, well, what do I have to share? And I'm not smart enough, or I don't have enough experience, You can always teach somebody younger than you or less experienced than you. And when I think about that in terms of wisdom, you might not be where you want to be. A lot of us feel that way, but you've gained a lot of knowledge now that is serving you as wisdom. I think the difference between knowledge and wisdom is knowledge is just information. Like you have been able to receive and process information. Wisdom is the discernment to make decisions based on the knowledge you have, right? And you have wisdom now, Pisces, of I don't want to fuck with that person no more. Or I don't think I want to fuck with the job no more. Or I don't think I want to live here no more because I already see where this is going to go. Wisdom is a compilation of learned experiences that you've accumulated through knowledge, time, and effort now that you can apply in wisdom. So I love that message for you. Look, Chariot's falling out for you. It's time to move on, advance in some area or way of your life. I'm going to put that right here so I can keep that at the forefront of your reading. Okay, let's go ahead and get into your monthly forecast. And if that resonated with you, the message of Wolf Spirit, feel free to drop a comment below. I do read them. What do you have for Pisces this month, please, Spirit? Hangman wants to come out. It did actually come out. I'll show it to you. Pisces, please. Where they are, current self, theme of the month, clear goal to pursue, obstacle to overcome, major accomplishments, what to avoid, what to embrace, where to find support, and advice and encouragement. That is our spread today. Okay, the Hangman's coming out. This might just be coming out because this is a message for you to either change your perspective or perhaps to stop holding on to something or someone. Sometimes I acknowledge, I don't know, sometimes when I get cards that fall out while I shuffle, it's hard for me to interpret because I'm like, okay, and what did you mean? You know what I mean? That's how I feel. It almost feels like somebody just says something randomly mid-sentence and I'm like, but what were we even talking about? You know, that's how I feel. Not necessarily about jumpers because I usually am shuffling and get jumpers with intention, but when cards just fall out the deck, it just feels so random to me. I'm like, in what context did you mean this, Spirit? So we're just going to put it to the side while we lay out your cards. Okay. Okay. Chariot is here again. And Six of Cups. Okay. I'm peeking at what else is here. Wow. All that, really? I might address that. I might address that. Some extra cards here. Okay. Let me just take it in. Oh, where are my crystals? I had packed up my crystals for a gig. You know what? We're going to work with this dolphin today. We're going to work with obsidian. Obsidian's more like a protection stone, though. We'll work with my clear quartz clarity, right? Okay. There's some issue to overcome with your family. It's feeling like you don't need to be the one to lay down the law on something. But you do need to take the lead, if that makes sense. Okay. So current self is Magician, and I'm not surprised to see that here because I think this card you had here with your new moon in Aquarius. Let me go. Let me look. Entering a new phase of manifestation, but struggling to keep the faith. Be mindful to manage your energy and vibration as you will receive what you put out at this time. Okay, so yeah, current self is Magician. You're very much trying to manifest your ideas, your desires, and your desired 3D reality. Manifestation, you're trying to create from nothing. You're trying to will and call things towards you by focusing your energy intentionally. Theme of the month, Pisces, is Page of Swords. The Page of Swords can represent the air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, but I don't think it's specifically connected to a person. I think this is more so related to you gathering information, going back to this turn knowledge into wisdom, right? The Page of Swords is somebody, look, he's got his little iPad, right? The Page of Swords is somebody who's very, he's like think of like a research analyst. But think of a research analyst that already feels like they're an expert. That's the Page of Swords. They think they know it all, but they don't really. I'm not saying that's you. I'm just describing the card. But the theme of the month is like gathering information and maybe even spitting it back out. Sometimes the Page of Swords comes up for me a lot when I'm like in a heavy content phase. Like I'm just like bursting out content, right? So sometimes, because it's a lot of communication, which the Page of Swords represents. All of the air signs represent, really. All of the court cards. Swords, court cards. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. The King, Queen, Page, Knight all represent communication of swords. I feel like that wasn't clear. The King of Swords, Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords, Page of Swords all represent communication on some level. That is what I was trying to say. Okay, so, but with the Page, there's just a little bit of immaturity here. There's a little bit of like experience, but still trying to become the expert. Does that make sense? And again, I think that really makes sense of like you're wanting to turn your knowledge into wisdom. You're wanting to become an expert on something. Key goal to pursue is the Ten of Swords here. This is typically an ending. This is a feeling of defeat. This is sometimes betrayal and backstabbing. But to me, this is letting something end. Let's clarify what that is for you. What does Pisces need to let end? Excuse me, mature man coming out here. This could be in connection to a relationship or a father figure, or just an older male. The mature man card can represent to someone actually literally older than you, but it can also be someone who is more mature as well, even if they're younger than you. This is related to what's your clarify key goal to pursue for Pisces. A gift here is coming out. Clarify what Pisces needs to pursue. King of Cups, Nine of Wands. Now, Knight of Wands is actually already here, which I will get to. King of Cups here with I don't use this deck often, but it was just kind of next to me. This is a deck I use for myself personally. Nine of Wands. What are we talking about though, Spirit? Because when I see the Ten of Swords, are we talking, and maybe this is going to be different for every person, but this is either needing a relationship to end, letting a job come to an end, a project come to an end, maybe embracing that a situation is over, accepting the hurt of something. I'm very interested to see what comes up in your career and your finance readings, because this Ten of Swords will likely be clarified. But let's get one more card just to see, like, what are we talking about? What are you talking about for Pisces? When you say pursue the Ten of Swords, what do you mean, Spirit? What wants to come out? Okay, what are these two? Three of Swords and Magician. Okay, to me, this is getting over a painful situation. It seems to me that there's something, and the Magician is here. This could indicate somebody who was manipulative, because the Magician reverse can represent a manipulator. It feels like, Pisces, someone got one over on you. And I don't know exactly how, but you're in a place where you're like, I'm done. You know, I'm seeing that meme. I'm done. Cut the show. I can't do, it's, you're ready to give up. You're ready to throw in the towel. But Spirit's like, hey, bitch, you've come too far from where I started from. That's a song by Mary Mary. Nobody told me the road would be easy, and I don't believe he's brought me this far to leave me. That song's coming through. You want to throw in the towel, but Spirit is like, and you may even need to be the one to end it, whatever it is. Again, I don't know if it's a relationship, a job, or it's something that's painful for sure. This is not easy. There's something you need to just kind of, I keep hearing acceptance. I'm surprised we didn't have the acceptance card. Let's see if it jumps out. It's from the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Clarify, please, Ten of Swords for Pisces of key goals to pursue. If we get the acceptance cards, I will die. Clarify, Ten of Swords for Pisces, please. No, blossoming. Okay. You're going to need this in order to grow. You have to go. I haven't seen that card in a long time from this deck. 33. Let's give us some clarity here. Do not give up. Because I be knowing, Pisces. I'm going to show you. Look. I have not seen this card in a long time. Do not give up. You have planned for this. Take no notice of what others think or say about you. Open and rise. Someone around you may be jealous of your success. Mark your victories. The affirmation is, I joyfully blossom and I feel no fear. Let me just try to skim this quickly because she gives a lot of anecdotes sometimes with these. There is a time to blossom. We plant seeds, physically and metaphorically, so they will blossom into what we intend. Perhaps the journey has been a long and hard one, but we shouldn't give up, especially if we are close. Fear is usually the thing that prevents flow and blossoming. Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of change, fear of what people think. I could go on. But know if we can release the useless fears and begin to enjoy our growth and eventual blossoming, it will all be worthwhile. I just want you to know, Spirit, I heard you and we were aligned. I got it. We made it through. We got that message. Okay, let me keep going. Don't give up, Pisces. There's an ending that you need. There's, again, to summarize, I think there is a disappointment. There is something that is coming to an end on this journey, but I don't think you need to give up on the goal completely. Does that make sense? So an example of that could be, let's say you were interviewing and you had to go through 4 or 5 rounds of interviewing and you didn't get the job. Doesn't mean you shouldn't keep going. Let's say, you just ended a really long-term relationship. Doesn't mean that your person isn't still out there. The longer I live, and I'm not that old, but the more I'm starting to really understand this whole life being a journey thing, because I think a lot of us kind of have that vision of like the American dream. Get married, have kids, have a house, get settled, watch them grow up, go to college, go to work, retire, right? And while that made sense for a certain history and period in time, I just don't think that's where we are as a society anymore. And it's really making me realize more and more that life is not linear, number one, in terms of like progressive steps. It's very much peaks and valleys, okay? It's peaks and valleys. And I'm starting to embrace that more personally of, the ebbs and flows. And in terms of relationships, in terms of career transitions, in terms of environment. So maybe that's something you can embrace as well. Obstacle to overcome is the 10 of Cups. This does have to do with family and relationships. 10 of Cups is usually dream come true. This is usually something you really wanted. It often points towards relationships, but it can also point to like career success or friendships or something you really, really wanted. Some sort of personal desire. I knew I should have brought my water in here. I was like, I'll be fine. Okay. This to me is pretty clear. There's either going to be a relationship that's going to be challenging. I heard you, Spirit. Okay. There's either a relationship that's going to be challenging. There's either some emotional disappointment that you have to work through. Usually in this position of obstacle to overcome, usually you will overcome it in this month. It's not something that like you are just like struggling through and it doesn't work out. Usually this is something that you have to move through and it works. You eventually get there. By the end of the month, usually you make it. Okay. I've been using this spread for a long time, so I kind of know how it talks, if that makes sense. Okay, I want to get a card for. Let's see if that comes out again. The protection card wanted to come out, but I'm not convinced it was for you. Let's see if it comes out again. Can you please clarify from the Healing Heart Journey what you mean for obstacle to overcome for Pisces? Beacon, seeing a ray of hope, a way out of the situation, able to stand your ground. Yeah. I was just at an event with a bunch of Pisces and I was saying, I really feel like unfortunately Pisces, because you're so giving, a lot of people do take advantage of y'all for that. They really take advantage of your bleeding heart a lot of times. And I really am hearing what stands out is stand your ground with this message here. These are just ways this card can of course be interpreted, but okay, so what you need to work on is what you need to, major accomplishment, excuse me. Here we go. Major accomplishment. Nine of Wands here. I was paying attention to this guy's pants. Sometimes I'm never sure if that's how the author meant the pants to look, because I'm like, kind of looks like their pants are open. But anyway, the Nine of Wands is here as well, too. So double confirmation here. Nine of Wands is about perseverance. It's about not giving up, especially when shit is heavy. I was just meditating on this card a couple weeks ago because I was having a very low moment and I got the Nine of Wands reversed. And I was just like, I'm so fucking done. I think I got it in a weird position and I didn't understand it. So a weird position in a spread. So let me read it to you, even though I don't use reversals in the Street Priestess Tarot. The Nine of Wands can appear when you feel overcome by your responsibilities or lack of support of those around you. It seems as if life is all work and no play. If you know this is a temporary setback, you may just need to push through it for now so you can get to the finish line. Also, make sure you don't take on any other commitments at this stage. I want to read this. That's fine. Let me read this other part. The Nine of Wands reverse suggests that you are struggling to keep working towards your goal. The challenges on your path are relentless, pummeling you with setback after setback. You don't know if you can cope with it anymore and may be ready to give up. Just know that you are oh so close to completing this challenge. Draw upon your internal resources, your resilience, inner courage, positive self-talk, and mindset to keep you going. You have it in you to turn this challenging situation into a fantastic success. Keep fighting. You've got this. In love, this is about worried about being hurt again, leave the hurt behind, learn how to trust again, have faith that love is real and can exist in your future relationships. In established relationships, be mindful you're not always on defense mode. Keep pushing. It said, in the positive sense, it says find your cheerleaders and personal bodyguards. I like that. Those who will protect you from the ongoing challenges and cheer you on to the finish line. Yes, I agree with that, Pisces. Do that. Okay, I've read enough. Okay, you got it. So basically, by the end of February, you will have made it through the storm. You will have made it through the valley, okay? Whatever the valley is for you. It's going to be different for everyone. What to avoid is justice. Now, this could be a Libra, but to me, I'm hearing avoid pursuing legal action. It's feeling like you want to pursue legal action on somebody. Like you want to file a complaint, or you want to press charges. You know, it's feeling like you first of all, you do what you want to do. Like, for example, if you are a crepe victim, right? File, right? But and it just whatever injustice you feel like you faced. I don't want you to listen to this reading and be like, well, Whitney said I don't need to file, and no. Do what you need to do, okay? But that there may be something, I guess what I mean is there may be something that can be settled without the law. That's what I mean. So use your discernment, okay? Let's clarify that energy. Where did all my tarot decks go? What tarot deck was I using? I think I was using this one. Clarify, please, what to avoid for Pisces. Oh, wow, that was fast. Eight of Wands, Four of Cups. Eight of Wands is about quick action, things moving quickly. Four of Cups is like feeling like things are being offered to you, but you don't like it. To me, it feels like somebody wants you to go with them, but you don't want to go. But I kind of feel like you might need to go. It's feeling a little like stubborn. Like it's feeling like you want to prove a point, but you actually do need somebody's help. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So for example, it could be like, let's say let's say you live in, let's say you live in Oregon but you need to get to California. And you don't know how you're going to get to California because you're not really trusting planes right now for obvious reasons. You don't have a reliable car to travel that far. And you don't really have the money that you need to take an alternative bus or route or whatever. And somebody says, hey, I can help you get there, but you don't want to travel with them because you are mad at them for whatever reason, or you just don't want to deal with them. I feel like you need to kind of just pick your battles a little bit. Let's see if there's anything else related to this. Because this position is always tricky for me to interpret, even for myself. Like for me, I had the world, what to avoid the world. And I'm like, what? Because the world is usually a positive card. So I'm like, okay, what am I not supposed to shut down? And it's usually always this card, this position, that's the most difficult to interpret. Okay, we've got the Wheel of Fortune here. You got to give something some time. I think get to the end of the month before you start to pursue legal action on something, before you start trying to seek what you feel you're owed, before you try to pop off on somebody. Just wait till the end of the month, Pisces, because divine timing is kind of at work here. All right, what to embrace is the King of Wands, fire sign energy. This is Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. This also represents masculine leadership energy, somebody who's very good at leading and inspiring others. They have a vision, they have a plan. They've mastered how to execute their visionary plan and get others behind them. They know how to encourage and inspire. They're very confident. So I need you to embrace that energy within yourself. I feel you need to embrace that confidence and that knowing of this is where I'm going and I'm going to get there, right? Because look, you can't tell me that man don't have that energy. You can't tell him he don't know where he's going. You can't tell him he don't have a plan, okay? I want you to master that energy within yourself, Pisces. Where to find support? The Chariot. This could be a Cancer that's very close to you. As the Chariot does represent the sign of Cancer. But this is also about moving on, pushing ahead, moving forward, progression. You're leaving something behind for the better is really what the Chariot means. You're not looking back. Sit still and close your eyes. What's behind the other door? Oh, no more silence. I always hear Don't Look Back. It's a song by Telepop Music. Don't look back. Just move forward. There's nothing in the... I wonder if we'll get the Destiny card. What was it? Yeah. I was doing my own reading before I started recording. And I got the Destiny card today, which I needed because I needed to clarify some energies from my annual forecast. And the message was like, don't look back. Like everything you're doing led you to this point. So I'm very curious if you'll get that card as well. Advice and encouragement is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups represents, this literally does represent the past. But in this sense, I think it's actually about apologies. I think there is somebody who owes you an apology. I'm not going to lie, Pisces. Now, this could be a message that someone from your past could be helpful from you. Usually the Six of Cups relates to like people that you've grown up with, like family connections or close friends. It doesn't have to be, but it's usually people who are very close to you who can support you. Like this blossoming, what are the cards we read, right? One of the cards we read said, or the book, the Nine of Wands, look to people who support you. So the Six of Cups typically represents looking back, looking towards the past, reminiscing, should have made a coffee. It's also 3 o'clock. I feel like this is an apology, Pisces. Somebody's gonna apologize to you. I'm telling you, because they know they did you wrong. They know they did you wrong. Clarify the Six of Cups. I hope, bitch. I hope that what is it? I hope that you can give, somebody knows they fucked up. They know they done fucked up. Or maybe it's you. Maybe you feel like you're the one who fucked up. Maybe I'm misinterpreting it. Maybe you're the one. I don't think that it is. I do feel like because the Nine of Wands here, and this is about persevering, I do feel like you were wronged personally, but I could be wrong. Maybe you have some part to play in this situation. But it's feeling like there is some sort of closure or conversation that needs to happen. That's so funny. I rarely use this deck. That's so funny. I hope that you can forgive me one day. I'm telling you. All right, so there were some cards that came out that were behind the Six of Cups that I want to address. We have the Tower, which is upheaval, massive change and transformation. Sometimes chaos, but the chaos doesn't have to be like traditional chaos where like, you know, the world is falling apart beneath you. Sometimes this can be emotional upheaval as well. The Devil here, this is Capricorn energy. This is also attachments. This is related to the Lovers, also Gemini energy here, and Death card, which is Scorpio. So there seems to be an attachment that might get shaken up in some way. I'm not convinced that it's coming to an end. It's going to be either one or two things, Pisces, with whoever this is for you. Either you're going to transform this relationship, or the relationship itself will be transformed, but I don't think things will be how they were, because it does feel like something heavy has happened or will happen this month, where like that can't easily be walked back. Whatever happens this month with you and another person or institution or whatever, it's feeling like it's not something where you can be like, oh, it's okay, we're all good. It's feeling like once you have that conversation, you're not going to be the same, you know? This could be in relation to a partner. This could be in relation to finances. The Devil represents money. It may even be that I don't have the Ten of Swords can represent betrayal. I kind of feel like somebody might have even done something behind your back that you weren't aware of that comes to light. I would want to know if the Seven of Swords were here, and it's not, which is fine, but that kind of is coming through a little bit. A little bit of a deception. Okay, so like I said, either this is a relationship that will be transformed or a relationship that will completely end, or perhaps the chaos within the relationship will end. I know that's a lot of different ways that could go, but just remain open. Intuitively, I do feel like there is healing within this. Whatever you're going through, whatever you're experiencing. I don't think you're meant to give up on this, Pisces. I don't. That is a lot to take in. So, and it might even be that like what you're researching this month is related to all of this somehow. It could be related, it could be unrelated. I don't know. Again, this is high level. Let me shut the fuck up so we can dig more into your love life and your career. Okay, so take the time, drop some comments below. I'm going to pause our recording here. Now I got your cards clear. That was a deep monthly forecast. Let's go ahead and take a breath for your love and relationships. Now, as a reminder, I do interpret these cards for people who are single and dating. You don't necessarily have to have somebody in your life right now, but maybe there's still some, lingering energies that maybe you're still entertaining, or you're in a committed relationship. If you are single, not dating, not pursuing anybody, then I would be looking to see if any aces appear. But otherwise, put yourself out there. And I think more and more people are stepping away from the dating apps, because the dating apps just feel more and more unsafe, not just physically, but also emotionally, because of how avoidant ass people are on those apps. And I want to reaffirm that if you are single, there's no prospects that you can shift your energy to expect and attract to meet your type in person. I should do a video on that. Sometimes I feel a little bit of imposter syndrome to give relationship advice, because I have been single for a long time, single and dating, but I mean, I broke up with my ex in 2020 and I've been dating since, and we were almost engaged. So it's a little bit of imposter syndrome, you know, the single giving advice to the couples. But I have experience. I've too much experience. Anyway, let's just focus back on you, Pisces. Here we go. What you expect, the unexpected theme of the month. In love life, love and relationships, what to expect, the unexpected. What to expect, the unexpected theme of the month. I just made that up. What to expect, the unexpected theme of the month. Yes, girl. Sorry. Feeling very musical today. Now here we have an ace. Okay. Here we go, that 10 of swords again, Lord. It's not over. I'm hearing Carolina Liar. There's a song. It's an old song back when like alternative rock used to be a thing. I'm not over. I'm not over you just yet. Cannot hide it. Not so easy to forget. I haven't heard about that song. I haven't thought about that song in so long. So look it up. Carolina Liar. That's the name of the group. The name of the song is I'm Not Over It. Look up those lyrics. What a waste of time when it crossed my mind. I never missed a beat. Hold on. Carolina Liar, I'm Not Over. Let me see. What a waste of time, the thought crossed my mind, but I never missed a beat. Can't explain the who or what I was trying to believe. What did you do? What did you do? Do you know? I once had a grip on everything. It feels better to let go. I'm not over. What? I should cover so many of these songs. I'm not, because when you hear it, you're gonna be like, that is not what she was singing. I'm not over you just yet. Cannot hide it. Cannot hide it. Not so easy to forget. I'm not over. What? I'm just reading the rest of the lyrics. Listen to the rest of the song, y'all. Let's get some oracle message before I. For Pisces, please. Okay. For Pisces. Hold on. Okay. One more for Pisces. Okay, this is interesting, Pisces. It feels like there's two energies we're dealing with. But I feel like that's always a motherfucking case for you and Scorpio. There's always like releasing somebody and entertaining somebody. I feel like that's always the fucking case for you, Pisces. Now, if you're married, ignore me. We'll get into that. Okay, so here we go. What to expect. The Page of Swords, okay? Again, here, communication, sharing your truth, speaking your truth, opening up that throat chakra. Five of Wands is reversed here. So there is what feels like conflict resolution. The Five of Wands is usually about arguments, proving yourself right, conflict, wanting to be justified, wanting to be first, wanting to be the one to win. It's very much competition. When it's reversed, though, it's just like, okay, I don't care to win anymore. I just want to go at my own pace. I want to do my own thing. Now, remember, this is my love and relationships deck. So the Five of Wands in imagery in this deck is very different from the Five of Wands in my other decks, okay? This deck takes the imagery of conflict, whereas most readers, I think, would interpret the Five of Wands as competition. But to me, when we look at this card, it's like he's calling her bluff, and she's like, bitch, I will leave. Fuck with me if you want to. Like, she is really standing her ground. She's like, don't play with me. This fucking car is packed, and he's obviously pissed. And she's like, don't fucking play with me. I will get the fuck. I will fill up this tank and you will never hear from me again. It's the power pony for me. It's the power. Anyway, so this energy is reversed. So there's a resolution here. There's communication here happening with you and one other person. Okay? Now, the unexpected. You're very perceptive to the energy that someone is not putting in. Queen of Swords here, air sign energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We do have the King of Swords here again as well. So very heavy on the air sign energy. The Eight of Pentacles is here reversed, which is typically a card representative of someone investing their time, energy, and hard work. It's about mastery, wanting to do something right and well, but it's reversed. A lot of times the Eight of Pentacles reverse connects to somebody who's lost interest, they're overworked, they're burnt out, they're not inspired anymore, they're just not really putting in the effort like they used to. So for me, this is either an air sign that's no longer putting in effort, or the energy of the card. The Queen of Swords is someone who's very perceptive, very intelligent, very communicative. They can also be very icy. They sometimes prioritize logic over emotions, and as a water sign, you prioritize emotions and what feels right over intellect. This is not that person. You could be the one shifting into your Queen of Swords energy, but I don't think that's the case here. It could be that you decide you no longer want to invest energy into something after having tried so hard to communicate. Again, how this Ten of Swords manifests for you is going to be different for every person. You know, whoever the Pisces are watching this video, I'm like, my mom is a Pisces, you guys know that, and I'm just like, this just wouldn't apply to her. This wouldn't apply to her. I mean, it could. I don't know. It could. I don't fucking know. Because she's been with my dad for like 45 years. So I'm just like, and this is why I'm saying this, because what's coming up for you, or like the theme of the month, we've got Ace of Pentacles. We do, in fact, have an ace here. New beginnings, the ability for something to grow. So the start of something new. This could be the start of something new. It feels so right to be here with you. Oh. Don't act like you didn't watch High School Musical. But it's next to the Death card reversed. Death card does represent the sign of Scorpio. It's about endings and transformation. When it is reversed, sometimes it's a message that like you're not letting go. It's hard to let go. I don't know if it's that you're having a hard time letting go of someone, or if they're having a hard time letting go of you. There is an opportunity here, I think, for something to be revived, perhaps. Because it feels like the tension is leaving behind. King of Swords here again, air sign energy. And the Ten of Swords is reversed now here. Because again, you guys know I don't use Ten of Swords in the reversal, in my Street Priestess Tarot. So as you see, it says divorce certificate. When it's reversed, the swords are falling out. Everything that was causing strife is leaving in your love life this month. Magician reversed here again. This again could be dealing with somebody who is manipulative. So I just need you to be careful that you are making a decision you want to make and not a decision they want you to make. The World is reversed here. There's a message here that something is not done, Pisces. I'm not over. You know, here's the thing too. It might be one of those situations with you Pisces where you need to walk away so that they can kind of get a taste of like what they might be missing. That message is coming through. I feel like you kind of might need to stand on business on something so that somebody knows not to play with you. Because I feel like there is somebody who's taking you for granted a bit. I just can't tell if there's another person. I can't tell if there's another person in the mix. Because I don't have any Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups, which I would typically look towards if there was a third party. So let me tell you the cards that came out. Did they all come out together? I don't think they did. So we had Release Your Ex, LOL. The time has come to clear your energy, and this is very much about doing a release ritual around your ex. We have passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. We have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. And then it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. It's feeling a little bit like you have to, I feel like you kind of low-key have to prove a point. I feel like you have to release someone so that they can come back to you, so that they know. Now I'm hearing Vanessa Hudgens again. Baby, come back. Baby, come back to me. Come back. In my heart, I still believe we were meant to be together, so whatever it takes. That was a bop. She doesn't have the best voice, but it was still a bop. Because I feel like when I sing it, I'm like, yes, what a song. But then when I hear her sing it, I'm like, okay, I liked it better when I sang it. Pisces, this is so interesting. So it feels like there's a situation that's not completely done. However, there's this opportunity either to start over with this person, or there's going to be someone new altogether, some new energy that you're calling in that is allowing you to move on. Does that make sense? It's one or the other. Either you're starting over with your person, and I kind of don't even really believe in starting over, but let's just say, or you are, or the entrance of someone new is giving you confidence to move on, but there's still some lingering energy. Your energy is still kind of like wanting to, I don't know, it feels like there's something that, I'm surprised the devil isn't here again. There's some attachment here. I feel like you can't make a clean break the way that you want to. Like like you have to deal with them for some reason. Let me look at the Ace of Pentacles as I flip through the Three of Pentacles, LOL. If you were in a committed relationship, the Ace of Pentacles suggests that the two of you may find an opportunity to go into business together or pair up for a new financial venture. You may even combine your finances and start a new account or buy a new home. I wanted to read what it said for the couples. If you're looking for love, the Ace of Pentacles points to a new opportunity on the horizon. The Suit of Pentacles suggests the opening may present itself to you in a work context, perhaps meeting someone through work or with similar career interests as you. This card also speaks to manifestation and suggests that if you have your sights set on meeting someone, then you will. One thing to remember, though, is that the aces are all about new beginnings and not necessarily about established scenarios. So it will be up to you to make these connections happen and keep them going in the long run. That's really interesting because the Ace of Cups, for example, I know for a fact, let me fact check myself. She describes the Ace of Cups sometimes as reaching a new level in an established relationship, but she doesn't say that for the Ace of Pentacles. That's interesting. If you are in a more established committed relationship, the Ace of Cups, which isn't here, but I'm just reading this to you, could mean that you will rediscover the early spark of romance that brought you together, almost as if you were dating for the first time. Both of you recognize the importance of listening to your heart, and your shared emotional connection only draws you closer together. Okay. Regardless of her interpretations, I often look at the Ace of Pentacles as like the opportunity for something to grow. Again, kind of like what she says, whether or not takes off is up to you, but the opportunity is going to be there. It could even be with an air sign that maybe things didn't really go far with. Maybe somebody think of somebody that you never really ended things with. It could be that. Again, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, heavy air sign energy. The Page of Swords, Queen of Swords, King of Swords. Also divine counterparts too. If I really had to put money on it, Pisces, if I had to put money on it, this is about you leaving your ex behind, no longer dealing with them for good, so that you can make space for someone new. Now, let's say maybe you're trying to get pregnant. You know, that could be it too. If that has been causing tension in your relationship, maybe that's something that you're not giving up on. Ace of Pentacles, I look at as like planting the seed, you know? There's something, it's just very interesting. There's something you're not giving up on. There's a need to release what you've been holding on to, but there's also a need to embrace something or someone new. You interpret that however you need to. I want to read "It's safe for you to love." That's what I feel like you need to hear. This card indicates that you're protecting your heart from hurt because of painful relationship experiences. However, the angels can only bring as much romance as you'll allow inside. If you have a shield around your heart, how is love to get in? A closed heart repels the sensitive partner you're trying to attract. Following your inner guidance will protect you and simultaneously allow you to feel loved and loving. Trust your intuitive senses with those who are kind and gentle. Ask the angels to bring caring individuals, including a romantic partner, into your life, and they'll do so, provided that you listen to and follow their guidance. You heard it here first, Pisces. I know that was a lot, but I feel this is for sure one of those readings, Pisces, where like you're going to get to the end of the month and you're going to be like, oh, you know? This is for sure one of those readings. For sure. Okay, I love you. Let me pause, reset for your career and finance reading. Okay, Pisces, here we go. Look into your career and finances, what to expect, the unexpected, and theme of the month for you. Pisces, please. Y'all, I need you to meditate on this Ten of Swords. I mean, literally the Ten of Swords has come up in each spread for you. Wow. I mean, your relationship is, the Five of Wands again, your relationship is really affecting your love life is affecting your finances. But this maybe this doesn't point to your, let me just interpret the cards. Okay. Where'd my crystal go? And then I want some jumpers here. Damn. The Pisces, please. What guidance do you have for Pisces for the month of February? Legal, I'm telling you. Oh, I didn't want all those. Yeah. Can I have one more, please? That was too much. The unclear card and windfall card are one of many that just fell out, but which could happen, but I'm not convinced. One more card, please. One card. One more for Pisces. Persistence. Thank you. Okay. All right. What to expect? Six of Pentacles and Ten of Swords. Again, we have endings here. Not looking back. You know, the land is barren. There's nothing left to salvage here, right? Six of Pentacles. Oh, excuse me, I just need. Oh, sorry, guys. Okay. Six of Pentacles relates to giving and receiving energy or resources, or receiving help. So you may expect to be receiving help or some sort of severance, maybe even. Somebody may be paying you out a severance or a separation package to leave, or, you know, to move on. And I think you will You know what? In that case, I do kind of understand that the unclear. We're gonna pull it back out. The unclear and the windfall card. I understand. I think some of you guys might be experiencing some sort of severance or separation. I got it, Spirit. I know. I'm sorry. I wasn't sure because you gave me 30,000 cards to go with that. Where is this windfall card? This is probably one of my biggest decks. Okay, here it is, like second to last. Okay. So, unclear and separate. So it feels like you may be getting paid off, paid to leave. Hey, thank you for your time. Thank you for your services. Goodbye. So unclear. Money is either tight or not receiving what you expected. The answers you are seeking will remain unclear for now. Your basic needs will be met. Windfall. You're about to receive a windfall or money or pay raise. Money is currently in a positive cycle. This is a great time to treat yourself or make that big purchase. I don't know about making the big purchase, but confirmation on windfall. Okay. So it feels like you're ending something, but you're going to be supported. You're going to have what you need. You're not going to be completely penniless. Okay. Unexpected is the Devil and Page of Wands reversed. The Devil does represent Capricorn energy, but it also represents attachments. It does represent work. For me, it's like a willing attachment. You willingly decide to attach yourself to a job because it's, you're quid pro quo, like you give something and get something back, and the Page of Wands here represents fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but when it's reversed, it represents self and personal exploration. You're unexpectedly this month trying to figure out, what do you really want to do? What do you really desire? I think you're figuring out, I kind of feel like Pisces is kind of always in this space, figuring out what's next for you. What do you really want to do? So I think you're going through that element of self-discovery this month. Theme of the month is temperance. We've got Sagittarius energy here, but I like it because it's balance, it's patience, it's compromise. 10 of Wands is reversed. There's going to be a lot on your plate this month, babe. A lot of responsibility, but you can handle it. The Lovers is reversed. I really feel like this is more about you getting into alignment, again, with this Page of Wands reverse. But the Lovers does represent sometimes a separation or a disconnect from someone close to you. This could be an actual lover, but Lovers does rule Gemini, the sign of Gemini, and contracts and unions and partnerships. So when it's upright, things are going great. When it's reversed, sometimes it can indicate a disconnect or a separation. You are going to need to trust your intuition, Pisces, okay? Trust the intuitive hits you get through. Even if you randomly feel like, let me search this and let me search that and let me see what comes up. Here's what I want to share. Hold on, let me come back. I'm putting a pin in that thought, coming back to it. We also have the Emperor reverse, Aries energy here, kind of trying to figure out your direction. You don't know where you're going right now, but you're also not rushing yourself either. I feel like you're really trying to take your time with like figuring out what's next. Here's what I want to address. Sometimes with the High Priestess, don't expect all of your inspired action thoughts to materialize to anything. And the reason why I say that is because I remember when I moved back home last year to look after my parents for a few months, I remember waking up in the middle of the night and I was like, I wish I could get some kind of job in spirituality, like a 9 to 5. And so there was this job for one of the psychic hotlines. I forget which one. And they needed a director of operations. But I was like, oh my God, all of my office management experience, all of my HR experience, and my experience as a professional reader, hell yeah, I could do director of operations. And I remember I was so excited. I was like, I'm going to get that job. I was manifesting, and I had really put effort into my application and my resume. And I even made a hoodie. It was for Outlook. The company was named Outlook. And I made a hoodie, and I put on the back of it Director of Operations and like a tarot card. I was really, really locked into the manifestation of it all. But I remember, I think as I was driving down from Jersey uh, to my parents in Georgia, I got the email for 2 jobs I really wanted that I didn't get. I didn't get them. And I try to understand, okay, what was the point of that spirit? What was the point of, because I remember it plain as day. In the middle of the night, I woke up and I was like, let me look for this on Indeed. And I was like, oh my God, this perfect job. It felt really perfect. I was like, this is for me. Now, I'm not sure if it was that I wanted it too much, right? I don't know if it was because I needed it. I don't know if that was the vibe, that I wasn't able to receive it. Or if it was that I needed to go through the process of allowing myself to explore the opportunities that I felt really aligned with and could do. Because I still haven't gone back to work. After applying to so many jobs, I still have not gone back to work. And it was very disheartening after a while. Like, I had gone, even in the fall, because I kind of stopped applying for a while. Then I started back in the fall, and I had got through many like late stage interview rounds, and I still wasn't getting the job. And eventually I've come to the terms of like, listen, Whitney, you keep hopscotching back and forth with standing on your own 2 feet and getting this 9 to 5. And you just need to accept that you're not aligned with this work anymore. And therefore, that is why you're not getting the jobs. You're not aligned to it. But sometimes I think that's part of the process of needing to go through the motions to know that you gave it your all, to then also realize something may not be for you. So I'm only sharing that in terms of the high priestess here for you, Pisces. You might have inspired action, intuitive hits that don't amount to anything, but just trust the purpose and the process in the inspired action. I know that was a really long anecdote, but I hope it made sense. Let's look at your career cards. We have perfection came out. Okay. Give up your perfectionism. It's causing delays in your finances. You will never get ahead if you don't overcome the fear of failure. You are enough and have what it takes to improve your finances. We had legal come out. There's some legal issue here. Maybe not even a legal issue. Going back to the justice card of what to avoid, there may also be, if this is in relation to a severance, I don't know that you need to negotiate or play hardball. You may have to take care of some legal matters related to financial issues. You could receive money from some kind of legal matter. This is a good time to handle any legal matters involving money. So just know that money and law is tied together today, or contracts in some way. We also have independent, which I love to see for you, or anybody really. If you're not self-employed, it may be time to have an entrepreneur mindset. Consider investing and committing yourself to your own business. Your financial freedom will come from being able to stand alone. You can do it. And persistence. Your efforts have not gone unnoticed. Success is just around the corner. Follow through with what you set out to do consistently until you reach your goal. Hard work is required to keep building your finances. To me, that's pretty straightforward, Pisces. So let me know in the comments below. It's feeling like you're separating from a company or entity or a partner, but you're still getting paid out. Either you're getting bought out of something, or you're getting a separation, or you're making the choice to do something on your own. You're separating yourself from something or someone this month, but I don't think that it will negatively affect you. I think you're going to have what you need. I think you're standing alone. I think you're going to dig your heels in to see what you're made of, but I think you'll be supported financially. And just give yourself time to kind of figure it out, okay? I really hope that, really do. I hope that was probably the clearest version of your reading to me for your forecast. Okay. Drop some comments below if you found this helpful, Pisces. I'm going to go ahead and end this video because you know I be talking. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a great month. And as we enter in Pisces season at the end of the month, happy early birthday to my February Pisces. Bye, y'all.